Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a really important topic: how to spot a narcissistic person. Narcissists can be tricky to recognize because they often appear charming and confident at first, but over time, their true colors show. So, let's get started with the 13 ways to spot a narcissistic person. We all encounter toxic individuals at some point in our lives, whether it's at work, school, or even in our social circles. They can drain our energy, mess with our minds, and leave us feeling exhausted. But guess what? You have the power to steer clear of these negative vibes. So, how do you spot these toxic folks before they wreak havoc on your life? Stick around because we're about to break it down for you. And trust me, you don't want to miss this. 1. Grandiosity. Narcissists often display an exaggerated sense of self-importance and superiority. They frequently boast about their accomplishments, talents, or qualities, often embellishing them to garner admiration and validation from others. This grandiosity can be seen in their speech, behavior, and demeanor, as they strive to maintain an image of unparalleled excellence and significance. 2. Need for admiration. A key characteristic of narcissistic individuals is their insatiable craving for attention, admiration, and validation from others. They constantly seek reassurance of their worth and superiority, often fishing for compliments or engaging in self-promotion to boost their fragile self-esteem. Their self-worth is closely tied to external validation, making them highly dependent on the admiration and recognition of others to sustain their inflated self-image. 3. Lack of empathy. One of the most telling signs of narcissism is the profound lack of empathy they demonstrate towards others. Narcissists have difficulty understanding or caring about the feelings, needs, and experiences of others. This lack of empathy enables them to exploit and manipulate others without remorse or guilt. Narcissists have difficulty understanding or caring about the feelings, needs, and experiences of others. They are often indifferent to the pain or suffering of those around them, as their primary concern is fulfilling their own desires and maintaining their sense of superiority. This lack of empathy enables them to exploit and manipulate others without remorse or guilt. 4. Sense of entitlement. Narcissists harbor a pervasive sense of entitlement, believing that they are inherently deserving of special treatment, privileges, and recognition. They view themselves as inherently superior to others, which justifies their expectation of preferential treatment in all aspects of life. This sense of entitlement often leads them to exploit and manipulate others for personal gain, without regard for the impact on those around them. 5. Manipulative behavior. Narcissists are adept manipulators who use charm, charisma, and manipulation to achieve their goals and maintain control over others. They employ a variety of tactics, including flattery, deceit, and emotional manipulation, to influence and exploit those around them. Their manipulative behavior is driven by a relentless pursuit of power, admiration, and validation, as they seek to fulfill their own needs and desires at the expense of others. 6. Exploitative tendencies. Narcissists frequently exploit others for their own gain, whether it be in personal relationships, professional settings, or social interactions. They have a knack for identifying and capitalizing on the vulnerabilities and weaknesses of others, using them to further their own agenda. Whether it's manipulating emotions for sympathy or taking advantage of someone's resources for personal benefit, narcissists have little hesitation in exploiting those around them to satisfy their own desires. 7. Difficulty with criticism. Narcissists have an extremely fragile ego and cannot tolerate any form of criticism or negative feedback. They react defensively to perceived slights or critiques, often becoming hostile, dismissive, or aggressive towards those who challenge their self-image. Rather than accepting responsibility for their actions or shortcomings, they deflect blame onto others and make excuses to protect their fragile sense of self-worth. 8. Lack of accountability. Accountability is a foreign concept to narcissists, as they refuse to take responsibility for their actions or acknowledge their mistakes. Instead of owning up to their errors and facing the consequences, they engage in denial, deflection, or outright deception to avoid accountability. This pattern of behavior enables them to evade consequences and maintain their illusion of perfection and infallibility. 9. Envy and jealousy. Despite their outward displays of confidence and superiority, narcissists often harbor deep-seated feelings of envy and jealousy towards others. They resent those who possess qualities or achievements that they perceive as threatening to their own sense of superiority. This envy may manifest in passive-aggressive behavior, belittling comments, or attempts to undermine the success and happiness of others in order to maintain their own sense of superiority. 10. Preoccupation with appearance. Many narcissists are excessively preoccupied with their physical appearance, status symbols, and social standing. They invest significant time, effort, and resources into maintaining a flawless image and projecting an aura of success and importance. This preoccupation with appearance is driven by their need for external validation and admiration, as they seek to impress others and bolster their fragile self-esteem through superficial means. 11. Shallow relationships. While narcissists may appear charming and charismatic on the surface, their relationships often lack depth and authenticity. They struggle to form genuine connections based on mutual trust, empathy, and respect, instead favoring relationships that serve their own needs and desires. Their interactions with others are often transactional and self-serving, with little regard for the feelings or well-being of those around them. 12. Constant need for control. Narcissists have an overwhelming need for control and dominance in all aspects of their lives. They seek to exert power and influence over others, often resorting to manipulation, intimidation, or coercion to maintain their sense of superiority and authority. Their need for control stems from a deep-seated insecurity and fear of vulnerability, driving them to micromanage situations and people to ensure things go according to their own agenda. 13. Difficulty with boundaries. Narcissists have a blatant disregard for personal boundaries and often infringe upon the rights, privacy, and autonomy of others. They see themselves as entitled to access and control over every aspect of others' lives, disregarding any objections or resistance. Whether it's invading someone's personal space, prying into their personal affairs, or exploiting their vulnerabilities, narcissists have little respect for the boundaries of others and will readily cross them to satisfy their own needs and desires. So there you have it, folks. Those are the top 13 ways to spot a narcissistic person. Whether it's the friend who always makes everything about themselves or the coworker who constantly undermines others to boost their own ego, recognizing these signs can save you a lot of trouble in the long run. Remember, it's important to protect your own mental and emotional well-being. If you recognize these traits in someone close to you, it might be time to reevaluate that relationship. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. See you next time.